Hi everyone, welcome to our ACL injury prevention webinar. My name is Nick Leader. I'm going to be your coach today. I'm a movement specialist and I coach at the personal training studio Dynamic Health and Fitness. Hopefully today we learn a few things about the ACL and how we can prevent an ACL injury and keep playing the sport that we love. So let's talk a little bit about more why we're here and who we are. So Dynamic Health and Fitness is a personal training studio. We help individuals of all ages. Whether they're looking to come in to enhance their performance, maybe they've been injured and they're looking to get rehabbed and put back on the field safely and confidently. They may be looking to be proactive and prevent an injury on the field. They may just come in for overall wellness. Maybe they'd like to move a little bit better after a hip replacement surgery, weight loss, etc. Whatever their goals are, we're able to help them out. But let's talk a little bit more about why we're here today. We're at Dynamic Health and Fitness quite passionate about this topic of ACL tears. We see it all too often in the community around us, and we know that we have the ability to help our athletes out. And hopefully keep them, again, playing that sport that they love, keep them playing confidently so they don't fear tearing that ACL, and keep their college dreams alive. To make sure that their most important season or their junior year, they're not out for that 6 to 9 month period for an ACL surgery. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about the anatomy of the ACL, its role in the body, and then how can we prevent an ACL injury. And for those of you following along, taking notes, this next slide will talk a little bit about the breakdown of today's webinar, kind of step by step what we'll be going through, so you can effectively and efficiently follow along. So in today's webinar, we're going to first talk about ACL tears by the numbers. And after you see these numbers, you'll kind of understand, okay, this is why these guys are they're talking about this, and they're passionate about this, and they're passionate about helping others around them. From there, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the role of the ACL in the body, why it might be a little bit more vulnerable than other ligaments or tendons, and how the structure of the knee, hip, or ankle can have an impact on the role of the ACL and how vulnerable or confident it may be. Then we're going to look at proper ACL training and what that should look like. And we might even actually take a look at improper ACL training too, just to kind of get a compare and contrast and say, hey, this exercise might be a little bit better than this exercise at preventing an injury, and here's why. And lastly, you'll see an example assessment of an ACL, what we might go through when an athlete comes in and says, I'd like to play more confidently, I'd like to make sure that my knees are safe, my ankles are safe, my body's safe out there, and I want to be able to reduce the risk of injury so I can just focus on playing well and having fun out there. And then we want to just make sure, hey, what can you guys leave with today to ensure that you have a healthy knee or your children have a healthy knee, or healthy knees rather. So let's get started, and we'll start into part 2 of our webinar.